know where they get this thing from. Marry a woman of your taste, your spec. It said first the person should be attracted to you. Okay, so you marry a woman of your spec. Somebody say, I love tall ladies. So some say, I love tall men, broad chest, 6 packs. Then my spec. Listen, these things don't work. Are you hearing me? It does not work. Thank God I'm married and I'm enjoying my marriage. I've told you several times, I don't fake. And I can't fake. But thank God for good men of God. I thank God for good men of God. For instance, before I got married, I listened to Bishop David Oyedepo talking about his marriage, each free marriage. I said, this is the type of marriage I want. This is the kind I want. I listened to Benin. He said something. He said, find your purpose in life. And then when you find your purpose in life, then find a woman that suits your purpose, not your taste. I took these 2 men of God, I took their messages concerning marriage, and I put it to work. And thanks be unto God, it brought me to a place of peace. And this thing we are talking about taste, about talking about criteria, about talking about, it doesn't work. It won't work. Go to the law court. Those who are applying, those who are divorcing. Sometimes you see a very beautiful woman with a handsome young man, and then they are applying for divorce. What is wrong? What is wrong? This is a beautiful woman who falls within the taste of the man. Why are they divorcing now? I am telling you, it doesn't work. Those things don't work. Find a godly woman. Are you hearing me? Not a woman who is tall. Find a godly woman. Find a godly man. He can be short. It's okay. Find a godly man. He might not look handsome, but after the marriage, he gives you peace. He shows you the love of God. Oh boy, you will love that. You will love that man. You will love that man. It is after marriage that most of the young ladies and the young men, their eyes open. It is after the marriage. It is after the marriage that they realize that it has got nothing to do with color. It is after the marriage that they realize that it has not gotten anything to do with how fat the woman is or how slim the woman is. In fact, it's after the marriage that most of them, you don't listen. Your eyes will clear. After the marriage, your eyes will clear. Find a godly woman. What did I say? Find a man who loves God. Find a man who understands that God has shed his love abroad in his heart. Find a man who goes after God. Find that man. That man might not look physically attractive to you. Put that aside. It has gotten nothing to do with marriage. In fact, at the time, our parents were choosing wives and husbands for their children, the rate of divorce was low. Today we say we can choose. We are civilized. And then all the choices are wrong. Find a godly woman. A woman who knows God, who goes after God, who whose knees knows how to go down to cry unto God. Find a man in the presence of God. I'm not talking a man in the church. Listen, there are fake men in the church. Listen. The reason you yourself must be a genuine Christian. When you are genuine, when you see genuine, you will know this is genuine. The reason why many make the wrong choices in the house of God is that they themselves are fake. And when you are fake, you will attract your kind. When you are fake, you will attract your kind. If you know you are a genuine believer, for instance, okay, I'm not talking about relationship. The next time I'll come to that line, so that I explain certain things to you, for you to understand. But hear me very well. God shed His love abroad in your heart so that you can walk or live the Christian life. There is no way you can live the Christian life outside the love of God. Outside the love of God. What will cause you to carry the gospel, to go for evangelism, is the love of God. That will look at the whole world. Look at people perishing. People dying each and every blessed day. People dying, and some do not know Christ. So out of the love of God in your heart, that God does not want any to perish. So if His love is in your heart, you will definitely walk on the same page with God, that you will not love anyone to perish. So you will carry the gospel of salvation to present it to the world. So it is the love of God that will cause you to go for evangelism. It is the love of God that will cause you to pray for the lost. There are some of you, your prayer life is all about you. You don't even pray for the salvation of the lost souls. But when you have the love of God in your heart, the lost will find their place in your heart. When you go on your knees to pray, you will pray for them. You will remember them. You will remember the lost. You will remember your family members who are not in the vineyard now. You will remember them, and then you will pray for them. And it is your prayers, when you learn how to pray for them, that God will send messengers unto them, and then salvation will be the end product. The love of God. Don't think Paul said, I've labored than them all. But it is the love of God that compelled him. Love will compel you to do certain things for God. Love. It will kill selfishness out of your heart. The love of God will cause you to open yourself and receive all. The love of God. Many people are falling from the love of God. It said to them, remember your first love.